Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel Unlock English Success. So we are working on the lectures of new English book of first year, and we have prepared the lectures of unit number 1, and now we are working on the unit number 2. The translation and question answers videos are already uploaded on my channel. You can go and watch those, and today we are going to complete the exercise of this unit. And in the exercise we all know that question number A is all about the question answers, which I have already covered up in my previous video. So let's do the next part of the exercise, and here you can see that question number B is choose the correct option for each questions. We have few statements, and then each statement has four different options, and we will find out that which option is the right one. So I will tell you all the answers in detail. Okay, but before that I want to request every one of you to please subscribe my channel and keep watching my videos and sharing it with all your friends and colleagues, because your motivation means a lot to me. Okay, so let's start. The very first statement is, why does Quaid-e-Azam begin his address by clarifying the informal nature of his speech? कि Quaid-e-Azam ने जो अपना ख़िताब किया था इस यूनिट के अंदर, उसमें उन्होंने बिल्कुल अपनी तकरीर के शुरू में ही एक क्लैरिफाइंग क्यों दिया, मतलब एक सफाई क्यों दी थी. सो द ऑप्शंस आर टू अपोलोजाइज फॉर बीइंग अनप्रिपेयर्ड, टू हाईलाइट हिज डिसलाइक फॉर यूनिवर्सिटीज़, to connect with the students on a personal level, and to announce policy changes. So if you have read out the very first passage, you might know the answer, that it is answer number C, that is to connect with the students on a personal level. Okay, so why does Quaid-e-Azam begin his address by clarifying the informal nature of his speech? It is to connect with the students on a personal level. Next statement is, what does Quaid-e-Azam identify as a major outcome of gaining independence? So Quaid-e-Azam ने पाकिस्तान या आज़ादी हासिल करने के बाद जो है उसका क्या बोला है कि मतलब सबसे बड़ा उसका आउटकम, उसका रिज़ल्ट क्या है? ऑप्शंस आर इंक्रीज फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट, द एंड ऑफ स्टूडेंट प्रोटेस्ट, a free government responsible to its people, the reopening of colonial offices. So you can find out the answer, like option number C is the best one, that a free government responsible to its people, that after becoming independence, पाकिस्तान बनने के बाद अब जो है उसका रिज़ल्ट क्या है हमारे सामने, दैट वी हैव अवर ओन फ्री गवर्नमेंट. ठीक है, जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से अपने लोगों की देखभाल के लिए काम करेगी. नेक्स्ट वी विल मूव टू थर्ड स्टेटमेंट, दैट इज़ व्हाट वार्निंग डज Quaid-e-Azam गिव अबाउट द मिस यूज़ ऑफ फ्रीडम. Quaid-e-Azam ने आज़ादी के गैर ज़रूरी या गलत इस्तेमाल के बारे में कैसे आगाह किया? ऑप्शंस आर, इट कैन लीड टू वेल्थ विदाउट एफर्ट, it might cause laziness among the students, it should not be mistaken for lawlessness, or D option, it guarantees a success. So option number C is the right one, that it should not be mistaken for lawlessness. ठीक है, आज़ादी का मतलब ये नहीं है कि अब आप केयरलेसली जो है अपनी लाइफ स्पेंड करो और फ्रीली. फ्रीडम डजंट मीन्स लॉलेसनेस. ठीक है. So next is the fourth question, how does Quaid-e-Azam describe the early days of Pakistan? कि Quaid-e-Azam ने पाकिस्तान के इब्तदाई दिनों की मुश्किलात को कैसे बताया? Smooth and full of promise, peaceful and organized, challenging but full of hope, and prosperous from the start. So early days कैसे थे पाकिस्तान के? Smooth and full of promises थे? No. Peaceful and organized? No. Challenging but full of hope? Yes. Prosperous from the start? No. So C option is again the right one, the challenging but full of hope. Okay, C option is the answer. Next is question number 5, which historical event does Quaid-e-Azam reference to highlight Pakistan's struggle? कि पाकिस्तान की जितनी भी स्ट्रगल थी उसके अंदर Quaid-e-Azam ने कौन से तारीख़ी इवेंट्स का हवाला दिया? द क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट, द पंजाब एंड दिल्ली राइट्स, द बंगाल फैमिन और कश्मीर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. ठीक है, ये सारे तारीख़ी वाक़यात हैं. ठीक है, तो इस तकरीर के अंदर कायद आज़म ने जिस हिस्टोरिकल इंसिडेंट का हवाला दिया दैट इज़ ऑप्शन नंबर बी, द पंजाब एंड दिल्ली रियॉट्स। ठीक है, दिल्ली और पंजाब में जो कत्ल गारत हुई थे, फसाद हुए थे, उनके बारे में कायद आज़म ने हवाला दिया था। सो द आंसर इज़ ऑप्शन नंबर बी, दैट इज़ द पंजाब एंड दिल्ली रियॉट्स। नेक्स्ट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, वाई डज कायद आज़म स्ट्रेस द इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स फोकसिंग ऑन देयर स्टडीज़। कायद आज़म क्यों चाहते थे कि तालिब इल्म जो हैं वो अपनी पढ़ाई पर तवज्जो रखें। ऑप्शंस देखते हैं क्या हैं। टू अवॉइड पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविज्म, टू बिल्ड अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड सेल्फ रिलायंट नेशन, to keep universities functioning, or to meet international academic standards. So option number B is the right one. Okay, to build a strong and self-reliant nation. Okay, B option or B is the right one. That कायद आज़म ये चाह रहे थे कि तालिब इल्म जो है वो अपना इल्म हासिल करके एक मजबूत और सेल्फ रिलायंट नेशन बनाएं। Next is question number 7, what mentality does कायद आज़म criticize in students seeking only government jobs। अब कायद आज़म ने उन स्टूडेंट्स के ऊपर क्यों तनकीद की जो सिर्फ़ और सिर्फ सरकारी नौकरी हासिल करने के पीछे पड़े रहते हैं, या उस मेंटालिटी के बारे में कायद आज़म क्यों ख़िलाफ़ थे। ऑप्शंस आर, इट प्रमोट्स पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी, इट रिफ्लेक्ट्स कॉलोनियल इन्फ्लुएंस एंड लिमिट्स ग्रोथ, इट बेनिफिट्स द इकॉनमी, और इट बिल्ड्स नेशनल प्राइड। ठीक है, तो कायद आज़म ने इसमें हवाला भी दिया था कि प्रीवियस कॉलोनियल सिस्टम का जो एक ऑब्जेक्टिव था एजुकेशन का वो यही था कि ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स आए पढ़ाई करके जो एक ओबीडियंट क्लर्क्स बने। ठीक है, तो मतलब उनका कॉलोनियल इन्फ्लुएंस कायम रहे, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली अब एक इंडिपेंडेंट नेशन में उन्हें ज़रूरत थी तरक्की करने की। सो बी ऑप्शन इज़ द राइट वन, it reflects colonial influence and limits growth. Okay, this one is the right option. Next is question number 8, what alternative paths does कायद आज़म encourage students to consider। ठीक है, कायद आज़म ने गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स के अलावा कौन कौन से रास्ते स्टूडेंट्स को बताए हैं। ऑप्शंस आर, ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज़म, पॉलिटिकल कैंपेनिंग, मैनुअल वर्क, ट्रेड, इंडस्ट्री एंड टेक्निकल फील्ड्स, और डी, टीचिंग एंड सोशल वर्क ओनली। So if you have read the unit and its translation, you might know the answer that option number C is the right one. Okay, C option is the right answer, that कायद आज़म जो हैं उन्होंने स्टूडेंट्स को दूसरे जो रास्ते बताए, जो शोबे बताए, that were manual work, trade, industry and technical fields. Okay, C option is the right one. Next we will move to the question number 9, what example does कायद आज़म share to support his message। कायद आज़म ने अपने मैसेज को फैलाने के लिए किस चीज़ को या उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए कौन सी एग्जांपल्स दी हैं। ऑप्शंस आर, हिज ओन एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड, उन्होंने अपना तालीमी बैकग्राउंड बताया, अ स्टूडेंट हु जॉइन द मिलिट्री, या एक स्टूडेंट जिसने मिलिट्री ज्वाइन की उसका हवाला दिया, अ यंग मैन हु लेफ्ट गवर्नमेंट सर्विस एंड सक्सीडेड इन बैंकिंग, या एक ऐसा तालिब इल्म जिसने सरकारी जॉब छोड़ के बैंकिंग इख्तियार की और कामयाब हुआ, और इस फ्रेंड सक्सेस इन फार्मिंग, या उसके उनके दोस्त जो किसान बने। सो in the very end of this unit, Qaid Azam quote an example of a young man who left government service and succeeded in banking. Okay, option number C is the right one, this one, option C. Next is question number 10, what is the overall tone of Qaid Azam message to the students। कायद आज़म की जो टोन है, मतलब उनकी बातचीत जो स्टूडेंट्स के साथ है वो किस तरह की थी, मतलब उनका लहजा कैसा था स्टूडेंट्स के साथ। ह्यूमरस एंड कैजुअल, stern and authoritarian, encouraging and visionary, or dismissive and critical। C option is the right one। ठीक है, उनका जो तकरीर थी या उनका जो खिताब था वो बहुत ही इंकरेजिंग था और विजनरी था, मतलब एक ज़बरदस्त सोच रख रहे थे फ्यूचर के बारे में। ठीक है, सो C option is the right one. Next is the C part of your exercise, and the question is fill in the blanks using the correct form of the words in the parentheses. Okay, let's find out the answers. They have given a sentence and there is a blank over here, and then we have 3 different words given in the bracket in parentheses, and we will find out that which word will be used in the blank. Qaid Azam believed in promoting dash efforts over mere protest or rebellion. Construct, constructive or construction. So what will be the right answer? Yes, you are right, it's constructive. Okay, Qaid Azam believed in promoting constructive efforts over mere protest or rebellion. Okay, let me show you so that all of you can write it down. So next, second statement is the students were encouraged to be realistic in choosing career paths beyond government service. Okay, so here you can see that the students were encouraged to be realistic. Okay, this answer is the right one, realistic in choosing career paths beyond government service. Next is he warned against those who aim to dash the youth for their own gain. Okay, to का यूज़ हो गया है, तो वी विल नो दैट we will use first form of verb, so des. Exploit is the right answer. He warned against those who aim to exploit the youth for their own gain. Okay, so the option is exploit. He warned against those who aim to exploit the youth for their own gain. Next, we will move to the fourth statement. Pakistan's survival after partition was seen as a dash of its people's resilience. Test, testimony, or testify? Testimony, okay? The correct answer is testimony. Pakistan's survival after partition was seen as a testimony of its people's resilience, okay? Next is fifth sentence. It is important to stay dash to the development around the state, okay? And options are vigilant, vigilance, and vigilantly. It is important to stay vigilant. Okay, vigilant का मतलब होता है बाखबर रहना, आगाह रहना. It is important to stay vigilant to the development around the state. Next is vocabulary and grammar. So here they have made a kind of table, and in that table we have some base word, that is free, serve, construct, or responsible. And then they are asking us that we have to make the noun form, adjective form, and adverb form with all these words. Okay, you know that noun form is the name, then adjective the quality, and adverb that how, when, and where an action is performed. So we will be making all the types of these base words. So I have prepared it, and let me show you. So base word is free, so its noun form will be freedom, and its adjective form is free, and adverb form is freely. Okay, next word is serve. Noun form will be service, adjective form is servile, and adverb form is servilely. Next is construct. Noun form is construction, adjective form is constructive, and adverb form is constructively. Then we have next word is responsible. Noun form is responsibility, adjective form is responsible, and adverb form is responsibly. Okay, so these are the answers. I hope you have written it down. So let's move to the next one. C option, C statement again. Read the sentences and choose the meaning of the bold word based on how it is used in the text. Okay, so this is actually the word synonyms, and these are very much important because most of the time in your exams you will be having such questions in which you will be asked to identify the synonym of the bold word. Okay, so let's start it. So statement number one is the speaker praised the laurels earned by the graduating students. So laurel, what does it mean? The word laurel का मतलब होता है तारीफ़ी जुमले. ठीक है, स्पीकर ने स्टूडेंट्स से तारीफ़ी कलमात हासिल किए. सो ऑप्शंस आर पनिशमेंट, अचीवमेंट्स, डेकोरेशंस एंड मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग. यस, अचीवमेंट्स. ठीक है. He urged the youth not to be swayed by selfish individuals who seek personal gain. ठीक है, कायद आज़म ने नौजवानों को नसीहत की कि वो खुद गर्ज लोगों से दूर रहें. ठीक है, सेल्फिश का मतलब क्या है? खुद गर्ज. सो लेट्स सी द ऑप्शंस. जेनरस, हम्बल, सेल्फ सेंटर्ड और रिस्पेक्टफुल. ऑब्वियसली रिस्पेक्टफुल, हम्बल और जेनरस तो नहीं होगा. सो सी ऑप्शन विल बी द आंसर, सेल्फ सेंटर्ड. ओके. Quaid-e-Azam refer to the threshold of life as the point where students enter the real world. Threshold का मतलब होता है कोई boundary, कोई किनारा. ठीक है. So options are boundary, ending, origin और entrance. ठीक है. So boundary is the right option. A1. Threshold, boundary. He emphasized that constructing a nation is harder than fighting for independence. Quaid-e-Azam ने कहा कि एक आज़ादी हासिल करने से भी ज़्यादा मुश्किल काम क्या है? एक कौम की तमीर, कंस्ट्रक्ट का मतलब है बनाना, तामीर करना, ठीक है। सो ऑप्शंस आर क्रिएटिंग, डिमोलिशिंग, डिक्लाइनिंग और डेकोरेटिंग. सो ऑब्वियसली ए ऑप्शन इज़ द राइट वन. कंस्ट्रक्टिंग इज क्रिएटिंग, बनाना, ठीक है, तामीर करना. Then fifth one, the upheaval caused by partition tested the strength of the new nation. upheaval का मतलब क्या है? मुश्किलात, ठीक है, कि पार्टीशन के बाद जो मुश्किलात आई वो हमारी नई कौम की ताकत का एक इम्तिहान था. ऑप्शंस आर सेलिब्रेशन, स्टेबिलिटी, डिसरप्शन और इंटरटेनमेंट. ऑब्वियसली सेलिब्रेशन, स्टेबिलिटी और इंटरटेनमेंट तो होगा नहीं. सो सी इज़ द राइट ऑप्शन, डिसरप्शन. ओके. So this is how we have done our words and names. Selfish, laurels, achievement, selfish, self-centered, threshold, boundary, constructing, creating, and then upheaval, disruption. Next question is related to tenses, and I hope now you all are in first year, so you know very well about all the tenses and its types. So let's move directly to the question. What is that? So here, read the following passage adapted from Qaid-e-Azam speech, underline the verbs and identify their tenses. ठीक है, उन्होंने हमें एक पैराग्राफ दिया हुआ है जो हमारे इस यूनिट में से ही था. So we will read this passage and we will find out all the words and then we will identify that which tense is used in it. Okay. So here it is. We have broken the shackles of slavery. So have broken. Okay, this is the verb and this is present perfect tense. Okay, what is it? It is present perfect tense. Then we are now a free people. We are. Present simple है. Our government is our own government. Again is simple present tense है. Responsible to people and working for the good of the state. Working. Present participle है. We must work as a united and disciplined nation. Must work. Modal verb है, ठीक है. We will overcome our difficulties. Will overcome. It's simple future tense है, ठीक है. If we continue with determination and dedication. Continue again simple present tense. And if you overall see the sentence, we will overcome our difficulties. If we continue with determination and dedication, it will be considered as conditional type 1 sentence. Okay, but obviously they are not asking the type of the sentence, they are just asking to identify the verbs and its tenses. So here is the answer. Let's move to the next one. Write a journal entry imagining you are a student attending a convocation where Qaid-e-Azam delivered the speech. Use at least 5 different tenses to reflect on the past, present and future of your role in nation building. I will not write the whole journal because it is your creativity, but I will only give you just a simple hint at how you can write down the journal. Based on assuming that you were present and listening that speech, what were your diary entry for that? So you can write like this: today I attended Qaid-e-Azam's convocation speech. I have realized how important it is to work hard. Right now I am thinking about my responsibilities. Earlier I had ignored my duties, but now I will try to be responsible. In the future I hope to help build our nation. Okay, so it's just a sample. Next is read the events below, identify the tense of each sentence and place them on a timeline based on the verb tenses and sequences. Means here are the few sentences, then we will find out the tenses and then we will rewrite them again with the timeline. ठीक है. Pakistan had faced massive refugees crisis immediately after its independence. We broke free from colonial rule in 1947. The youth must remain vigilant, committed to national progress. Students are dedicating their home to productive learning. The nation will thrive if its citizens work together sincerely. So अगर आप इसको टाइमलाइन के तौर पे करोगे तो सबसे पहले आप कौन सा सेंटेंस लिखोगे? ऑब्वियसली सेंटेंस नंबर 2, that we broke free from colonial rule in 1947. you will write at the very first past perfect tense, that is Pakistan had faced massive refugee crisis immediately after its independence. We broke free from colonial rule in 1947. Then the youth must remain vigilant and committed to national progress. Students are dedicating their time to productive learning, and the nation will thrive if its citizens work together sincerely. Okay, so this is how we can do its timeline sequencing. Next is again choose the correct form of the verb to complete each sentence. They have given us some sentences with the options, and we will have to use the correct form of verb. Okay, this question also appears in the exam, so do prepare it well. So these are the sentences. Pakistan dash independence in 1947 कि पाकिस्तान ने 1947 में आज़ादी हासिल की. ऑप्शंस हैं हैज़ गेन्ड, हैड गेन्ड, गेन्ड और गेन्स. आंसर्स आर Pakistan gained independence in 1947. Okay. Second sentence is since its creation, Pakistan has faced many challenges. Then third sentence is students must dash their attention to build the nation, to focus their attention to build the nation. Next we have fourth sentence, by the end of the year the government dash new industries. The government will have established new industries. Next is sentence number 5, Qaid-e-Azam dash students to seek careers beyond government jobs encouraged. Okay, the option is encouraged. Qaid-e-Azam encouraged students to seek career beyond government jobs. Next is 6.1, many young people dash in technical education now. Many young people enrolled in technical education. Okay. Next 7th one is Pakistan's leaders dash for the betterment of the people. Pakistan's leaders are working for the betterment of the people. 8 sentences, in his speech Qaid-e-Azam dash the importance of national unity. In his speech Qaid-e-Azam is stressing the importance of national unity. Okay, so this is how our exercise is done. I hope you have all understand it and you have got all the answers. So if you have understand all my questions, then share some positive comment in the comment section of my video. And let's suppose if you still need some clarity in some sentence or in some question, you can ask it through commenting my videos. And please like it and share it with all your friends and colleagues. I hope you will support my channel. Inshallah, I will upload unit number 3 of your first year new English book tomorrow. Till then, Allah Hafiz.